The problem with feminism and the women's movement, it didn't account for becoming a mother. So how do we do what the men are doing and be a good mother?
Women and mothers aren't exhausted because of feminism. We're exhausted because husbands suck.
What?
Husbands suck.
So, when you say that, are you excluding your husband from that category and your two young boys who will grow up to be husbands one day?
And the system was not built to account for women.
So, the answer to my question is no. But hey, considering that this is your husband... Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't exclude him from the husband suck category.
The system was not built for women. It was built by men, for men, to benefit men alone.
You're kidding, right?
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, absolutely. That's why over 90% of alimony and child support payments in the West goes from men to women, and also why in the West most law enforcement procedures related to household violence automatically assume that the husband is the aggressor and the wife is the victim, and also why young boys are taught from an early age that they're forbidden to hit girls even if those girls hit them, and also why in the West the easiest way to ruin a man's reputation is for a woman to make a forced copulation allegation against him, even if she has no evidence.
Man, that's messed up.
No, sweetie. Western society is designed to benefit women, and all that privilege made a lot of you weak. That's why you struggle with basic housework.
This is a softened generation.
It was not set up to be for women working. That isn't the problem. The problem here, everybody loves to blame feminism, and what we're really blaming is capitalism and patriarchy. We're blaming a system, not a man, not a woman, a system that systematically makes it impossible for women to be both mothers and workers.
You know, sweetie, immediately after World War II, my country, Romania, became a communist dictatorship, and during that time, feminism and gender equality were on steroids.
What?
Meaning women worked because they didn't have the option to not work. See, every able-bodied citizen, male or female, who didn't have a job was deemed a social parasite under communism. So the concept of a stay-at-home mom was actually illegal. And if you were caught outside or at home during working or school hours, they could send you to prison. Or if the judge was in a good mood, they would assign you a job, which was usually low pay and hard labor. But by all means, continue telling us how capitalism is bad.
You're not exhausted because of feminism. You're exhausted because your husband sucks and he refuses to step up and participate. They go on to talk about, oh, these traditional gender roles. Why do you think they work so good? They work so good because women didn't have another choice. Women were financially strapped to a husband in order to survive in this lifetime. We don't have to do that anymore. But men aren't holding up their end of the bargain. There's not equality in the household. There is not equitability in the household. There is women working the 9 to 5 and also working the 5 to 9. That is exhausting.
Says the stay-at-home mom.
How dare?
No, cause seriously, what's your job again?
He asks what I do for a living. I explain I'm in social media.
What?
He asks what I do for a living. I explain I'm in social media.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Oh, so basically, you stay at home and talk crap about men into your phone 2 or 3 times a day, and TikTok pays you peanuts, but you still need your husband, you know, the one who actually works the 9 to 5 and actually pays the bills, to do housework.
Pathetic.
But sweetie, since you brought up forms of society, please tell me, what form of society other than Western capitalism allows a woman to stay at home and actually make money by insulting men and also challenging the current form of government? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, but in non-capitalist communist China, they're cracking down on feminism hard and going online and publicly challenging the current form of government means you're gonna have house guests.
身份证没在这里啊。叫什么名字？身份证号码。唐桂香。唐桂香没错，找的就是你。就是一下，跟我们去派出所一下，找你一件事。这么晚干嘛？什么事啊？去派出所再说。凭什么呀？就凭我们是警察。就无缘无故这样带人走的吗？是啊，还要怎么样呢？有没有什么证据啊？要什么证据？没有逮捕令。现在不是逮捕你，好吧？是传唤。为什么传唤我？让你去派出所，好吧？为什么？凭什么？凭什么派出所会找你了解情况？我现在就需要。现在我可以不告诉你的。嘿，那我为什么要跟你们走？那我们这几个人，你说能不能让你弄走？我问你。那你们这就是非法闯入民宅了。我这不叫非法的，我是合法的。那你拿，你们有什么证据给我看一下？我要什么证据？哪里的？啊？哪个？沙井派出所的，我是沙井派出所的，这完整可以让你看看，没问题啊。为什么要强迫我？我又没办法。在网上搞什么呢？我网上搞什么？这是我的警官证。在网上发表什么了？我发什么了？没发什么呀。没发什么，回去了解，好吧？我为什么要走？带他回去。带回去，快点配合一下，配合一下。什么意思？配不配合？我问你。起来，配合一下，快点！让你配合一下，好不好？好好的走，沿着走。你自己好好的走，自己走，沿着走，快点！不自己走，架你回去。什么情况嘛？配合一下，回派出所调查，好吧？我们没办法，有没有办法？不是你说了算。这个东西不是在网上鼓动什么？你自己心里不清楚吗？你们这么多人闯入我一个女孩子家，不用跟他理论了，不配合，架他出去。你们这么多人闯入我一个女孩子家，这是怎么回事啊？走，给一。什么意思啊？喂，保安，你看这是什么情况呀？这一点安全感都没有。
But sure, sweetie, you and other stay-at-home moms like you keep pushing for communism in America. And if that ever happens, you're the first ones they're gonna put in jail.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.